All right, welcome, ladies and gents, to another edition of Joe's News and Views, aka Conservative News. Now, please, if you can, if you are the first time on my platform on YouTube, do me a favor, go ahead on and hit the like button just because of my content. Also, too, if you can, go ahead on and hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell whenever whenever I start a live, you can see what's going on. Now, at the same time, if you can, please, if it's your first time, follow me on my other platforms, Periscope, D Live, and everything else. Please do me a favor. Go ahead on, hit the follow button so that way you can be aware whenever I am on the scene. So tonight we're gonna get right into what we're gonna be discussing and everything. We're gonna be talking about Trump being unhappy with Wray. We also gonna discuss about Michael Moore giving advice to the Democrats, Kim Klacik versus Joe Behar and on the View and a lot of other things. So let's go and let's get into this. Let's talk about it. So today, President Trump was not happy with the FBI director Wray. Okay, now when he was asked about replacing Wray, since Wray had to do that testimony in front of the House Homeland Security Committee hearing, only thing Trump said was we're looking at a lot of different things. Now that's what he was saying. So this is what's going on. President Trump hinted Friday that Christopher Wray's role as FBI director could be in jeopardy with his testimony in front of Congress earlier this week about Russia election interference and domestic security threats. We're looking at a lot of different things. Trump told the reporters, I did not like his answers yesterday, and I'm not sure he liked them either. I'm sure that he probably would agree with me. Now, Wray has served as the FBI director since May 2017. Now, he replaced James Comey. Y'all know what was going on with Comey. Comey was basically acting like he was on the kill to try to go after Trump. Now, the president took issue with remarks, like I said before, what Wray made before the House Homeland Security Committee on Thursday in front of Congress. During the hearing, Wray said that Antifa was a real thing, but told lawmakers he defined it as a movement or an ideology rather than an organized group. I don't know why he would say that because they're organized. I mean, if people haven't seen Antifa and Black Lives Matter movement groups, they have been very organized. They go city to city. They all are in groups. They all stay basically in about the same hotels in each of the radiuses. They all link up and talk together and move together. So, yeah. Oh, I'm going to talk about that today, too. I'm going to get on that level 3 teapot. Just hold on tight, bro. I got you. That's going to probably be later in the broadcast, but I got you. Believe that. All right. So anybody that sees that, that's going to be on later in the broadcast. So hold on tight. I am definitely going to tell you my thoughts on that too. So as I was saying, it's more than an ideology. I don't know why they would say that. It's more than an ideology. I mean, that's nuts. I don't know why he would have said that. I mean, these guys are organized. I mean, it's even shown that when you donate to the cause for Black Lives Matter, and it goes straight to Act Blue, the same company that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is using for their campaigns. So you do the math. Not to mention, there's been even instances when Antifa did what they did that they had also told what it was. I think Kamala Harris had put out and said that anytime that anybody gets hurt out there, that or gets arrested, they were bailing them out, and they were actually bailing them out. So yeah, it's more to it than what he's saying. Yeah, he's trying to make them think they on a bill deal though, but it really is. I think I think he was doing it because he was nervous. I think that he done seen how Congress in these hearings has been really getting to a lot of the in the head of Trump's administration, and I think old boy was just trying not to start. That he was trying to look at downplaying it so he wouldn't mess up Trump's campaign. But Trump's campaign been all about bringing awareness that these guys are organized. This isn't no small group. This is a very organized group. We have quite a number, he said, and I've said that quite consistently since my first time appearing before the committee. We have any number of properly predicated investigations into what we would describe as violent anarchist extremists, and some of those individuals self-identify with Antifa, Wray told the committee. He added the individuals who identify with the Antifa movement were coalescing regionally into what you might describe as small groups or nodes that are under investigation. Well, then you answer your own question. If they already organized into small groups and they moving it into different locations and regions, that's an organized group, buddy. That's a terrorist group. They're organized. They're in small groups, whether they're in small groups or big groups, and they moving around to city. That's organization right there. Now, Wray told the committee that the FBI had evidence that Russia was engaged in a very active effort to interfere with the upcoming presidential election with an apparent goal to denigrate Vice President Biden. Trump told reporters that he disagreed with Wray on both points. Obviously, China's at the top of the list, and I think Russia, North Korea, and many other countries can be talked about, but China will be at the top of that list. So I don't know why that's not mentioned, Trump said. Now, that's why Trump is doing all this stuff right now with a lot of these Chinese apps and companies, because China is on that list. China is very upset with Trump about how he called them out on this virus, that they allowed this virus to get out of control. They allowed a lot of things that was going on in that country not to be exposed about how this virus first originated. So yeah, not to mention now, they also been going back and forth too about the trade deals. So you got the virus, the trade deal. Yeah, I'm quite confident China don't want them involved. I mean, that's just what it is. China would love to have a president other than Trump, because that means back to easy street like they've been doing, overtaxing us for trade, where they're getting all the stuff out the deal and we're not getting nothing in return. So yeah, so that's what's going on with that situation. It just seems like Wray just did not make it very clear about this group. He went from being very skittish. So that is why now him and Trump are not on the same page with that. So we're gonna move right along to the next situation to discuss here. Now, that next situation we're going to discuss is going to be Michael Moore, who warns Biden about the campaign in Michigan. He said worse than Hillary's. Now, I'm about to give y'all some insight about Michael Moore. All right. The liberal filmmaker Michael Moore sounded the alarm for Democrats about his home state of Michigan ahead of the November election. During an interview on The Hill TV's Rising Moore began citing a recent Detroit Free Press poll that showed President Trump cutting Biden's head in half since June, when the Democratic previously held a whopping 6-point lead against the GOP incumbent. That's right. There you go. There you go, Ryan. I got you, brother. Much love. Much love. We are. Listen, let me tell y'all something. That was when this pandemic was going on There was a lot of chaos going on in the country. We just seen George Floyd murdered in front of our eyes. We also seen Ahmaud Arbery murdered. So there was a lot going on. So yes, at that time, Trump was not everybody's favorite president right then. So yeah, that's why there was a major league. I mean, everybody knows this. This is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? That we've talked about that. Now, this is where it gets better. So the fact that Trump has narrowed the lead by 50% since June. That's right. That's right, Ryan. I agree. Everybody's screaming bloody murder. Moore was telling the host Crystal Ball and Sagar Ejeti. I didn't want to mess up the name. We don't have a minute to lose on this. When asked what Biden campaign should be doing, Moore responded by urging the Democrats to enhance their ground game. They're not going to. Yeah, they are enhancing their ground game. What they've been doing, saying Orange Man is bad, that we don't need no police, that you should not have the right to defend yourself if somebody is about to hurt you when you have access to a gun. The same old, same old. We already know this. That's the same narrative they've been preaching. They don't have nothing else to run off of. Right now, Trump is in the driver's seat. Trump is in the driver's seat. Look at his rallies. Look at how people are waking up. You got more minorities that are going to conservatives, being more conservative than we ever had before. Ever. You got Latinos waking up, which they already was awake. You got the Cubans especially, very conservative group as well. They're waking up. People are realizing the game. They already know what the Democrats' game are. Those days are over. We trying to make America better. We for the small man. No, we done got hip. We already done figured it out. We know the game. The game is very simple. All y'all want to do is get votes. Y'all say anything to get a vote. Anything. Anything to get a vote. Sad but true. Y'all say anything to get a vote. And now everybody done realized it. Everybody has realized the situation. Listen, guys. I know we just on story number 2, about to get on story number 3. But if you could take a minute, please, guys. If you like what I'm doing right here, right now, please donate to the channel. Right here, $ Joshua Joel Davis on the Cash App. If you can't do Cash App and you on my other platforms like D Live, you can give me some lemons. If you're on Periscope, you can do some super hearts. If you are on the Twitch platform, you can also give me a boost there. All my other platforms, Daily Motion, all of that, you can give me some boosts there if it bestowed onto your heart. Now, also too, this is my other one right here, Venmo. If you don't have any of that stuff on the Cash App, you got Venmo, Joshua-Davis-459, and my PayPal. So, like I said, any donation that bestowed in your heart, please, every little bit of help, because we just trying to keep the channel growing. We're trying to keep spreading the truth, because that's what we need. We need the truth around here. No fakeness on this cast right here. We telling nothing but truth, nothing but facts. All day, every day. That's why y'all follow me, and that's why I love how y'all rock with me. Real talk. And I love y'all too. And that's just facts right here. That is just straight facts. So we gonna keep it rocking. We gonna keep it going. We gonna keep it rolling. So yeah, what Michael Moore is saying, guys, is that he already know that the Democrats is gonna lose. That's all he's saying. That's just common sense. He know they're gonna lose. He know they're gonna lose. That is exactly why he out here telling them what he telling them. Thank you very much, brother. Every donation help. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, bro. Donate to the Cash App. All your friends, everybody. Anybody that can donate tonight. This is just, we trying to get this word out because we got to, man. We on some times now, and we got to get the truth out, because if the truth don't come out, we ain't gonna be able to help nobody, man. We gotta help our patriots around here. Cause they trying to bullshit us. That's real. That's so real. That is so real. So we're gonna move right along. Let's talk about. Oh, I got you, player. No problem. Right here. Anybody else that wants to donate, that's the cash out right here. And you donate, I'm gonna call your name on the broadcast. That's what I do. I call everybody out. That's helping everybody. Now let's talk about this right here. Kimberly Klacik goes off the rail. The View goes off the rails after Kim Klacik calls out Joy Behar for parading in blackface. Now, if y'all don't know what blackface is, for some of you that are new to my channel or new to that particular saying, it's basically when a white a Caucasian or a very fair-skinned person goes out here and take black paint or anything, a makeup that makes their face real dark and pretend to be black. Now, there is a lot of Caucasians have done that back in the day when black people were very, very oppressed. Now, there's some that do it now, but when they do it, they do it basically as in distaste and as in disrespectful. It is a racial act. Again, it is not to the point of where I'm saying that it oppressing us to the point that we can't move forward, but it is a disrespectful act. It's just as disrespectful as a black person putting on white makeup to be in whiteface. I'm just being realistic. So it is disrespectful, especially to both cultures. Now, this is what Kimberly Klacik had to say about this situation. So there was a combative interview between the host of The View and GOP congressional candidate Kim Klacik went off the rails after the Baltimore native called out Joe Behar's past use of blackface. Oh yeah, I remember that. I do remember that, Sergi. All day, brother. I remember that. Yes, I do. That was very controversial. Governor of Virginia did the same thing. The exchange began when Klacik was asked about President Trump's admission to veteran journalist Bob Woodward of wanting to downplay the severity of the coronavirus early on, and asked by Sarah Haynes if the downplaying of the disease cost lives. Now, she said, first of all, I think that we didn't handle the pandemic as a country great as a whole, Klacik said. This is why I talk about bring the biotech industry right back to the Baltimore City port. We have allowed a lot of jobs and manufacturing to go overseas thanks to NAFTA in the Bill Clinton administration, and that's why Trump's pulling it back. Had we had that medical equipment industry here, we probably would have been more equipped to better handle the pandemic. Now, Behar, however, wasn't satisfied with her response. Excuse me, I have to say something to you, Behar pushed back. He told Bob Woodward that it was a very serious issue and it's airborne and that it was terrible. And then he went out and told the American people, don't wear masks. It's all going to go away. You have to put some blame on your president. I'm sorry. You're putting it on something extraneous here. Talk to the point, please. Is this Joy speaking? Klacik asked. Yes, Behar responded. Is this the same Joy that paraded in blackface not too long ago? Klacik then followed. Come on, Joy. I don't think you should be answering these questions. Oh, got her. So, if y'all don't know who Kimberly Klacik is, and believe me, before I say this, no disrespect to anything, I'm just making a general observation. Because y'all know I'm married, love my wife to death. Miss Kimberly is an attractive black woman, and she's also very smart, very intelligent, and when you come at her, she know her stuff. This time, Joy Behar must have thought that what she did in her past was in her past. But you got to remember, when you dealing with politicians that's real smart, they do a lot of research before they go on these shows about who you are and what you did. So I think Miss Joy must have forgot up there that things was about to get real, trying to be smart about President Trump, especially when President Trump is right now sponsoring and is endorsing Miss Kimberly Klacik to be the next representative up in Baltimore. I'm telling you, Joy wasn't ready. Joy wasn't ready. That's not true. And she exploded on the congressional candidate. Continued speaking. Excuse me. The black community had my back. They know that that was not blackface. That was a homage. The black community has my back too. Klacik shot back. And then, they all got into it. You know how that is. They trying to back their girl up. Let me tell you something. If you wear blackface, I don't care who you is. I ain't got your back. That's disrespectful. And if I have somebody of my skin tone wearing white face, I ain't got your back either. Cause that's disrespectful. So I don't know where they got this, they got their back from. I don't understand that. I don't have your back because that's racist. That's racist. That's like me calling one of my wife's white family members the C word. I can't say it here because I'm on YouTube and I don't want to get demonetized. Or that's like my wife getting mad at one of my family members and calling them the N word. That's about the same thing. It's disrespectful, bro. And I'm glad that Kimberly called her out on it. She need to understand you can't do things and think you can hide your hand and not get caught up. Nah, that don't how that works, Joy. That's not how it works. That is not how it works, sweetie. You thought that nobody didn't know about your past. That's what you get. Trying to get smart with somebody. I be trying to tell people, before you start coming at people, you better make sure they don't know nothing about you. Cause I guarantee you, you never know. I think it's hilarious. That's what they get. That's what she got. She should have. I'm glad. Shout out to Kimberly Klacik. Don't let them step on you, Miss Kim. Keep on stepping on them right back. Let them know you ain't no pushover. Man, I wish I would have been a fly on the wall to see that. I can see Joy Behar now. She about snap. Then that when she done got told off. That when she said we all done things we regret. And then that's when, oh, excuse me. We have all done things we regret, Joy. You have worn blackface. That's what Trump Jr. said at one point during the continuous segment. Whoopi, you said that Roman Polanski, it wasn't rape when the child when he violated a child. Then that's when Goldberg snapped back. Now you've broken this piece of ice because I guess it is the fight you wanted. Are you questioning my character? You're not questioning your character. That's what you said. That's what you said, Whoopi. Roman Polanski was your boy. He did this stuff to kids, and you said you didn't consider it. But the child was underage. The little girl was actually 14 years of age. I don't know about you, but you violate my 14-year-old. That's another story. Anyway, yeah, yeah. Come on now, come on, Whoopi, come on. So I'm to the point now that I'm glad that Kim went and did what she did. I am so glad. I'm glad. It's about that time. It's about that time somebody put them in their place. So I am so excited that happened. So we're gonna move right along to this situation here that's pretty sad. This happened out here in Tennessee. Now in Tennessee, a couple was held hostage for hours before before the carjacker killed the lady's husband. Now this right here is heartbreaking. A Tennessee man was executed in front of his pregnant wife by a carjacker who held them hostage at gunpoint for several hours. Following a 6-hour crime spree that ended with 3 dead before the suspect and 3 people wounded, authorities said. Philip Jordan Stevens, 23, and his wife, Aline, were on the way to church Sunday morning when they got into a traffic accident with a vehicle driven by D'Angelo Dorsey, 28, on the Interstate 24 near Beach Grove. Authorities said moments before, Dorsey had, let me see here. I lost my place. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Dorsey had fatally shot someone and wounded another person in a moving vehicle nearby. Uh. Y'all, give me 1 second. We'll get some information here. Oh, you said RBG passed away. Just saw it. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me check this out. Oh, I got you. Okay, the justice. All right, I got you. I got you. I'll be moving on to that then in a few. Give me 1 minute, brother. Oh yeah, it is. It's gonna get real political. So I'm gonna get that breaking news in there too. Give me 1 second. Hopefully I can record without no interruptions. My kids just been coming in and out. So if y'all hear some background noise on my podcast tonight, that's my kids. So all right. Okay. So let's get back to this story here. And I'm gonna get on with RBG in a minute. So getting back to the story, he jumped out the vehicle in attempt to carjack another when he fired into a moving car and shot a woman in the hand. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation said he also allegedly shot a truck driver in the face nearby as well. He eventually stole another vehicle and rear-ended the Ford Mustang driven by Jordan Stevens and his wife. He took them hostage when they stopped under the impression they had been in a traffic accident. Authorities said he kidnapped the couple and forced them to drive to their home in Morrison, when he stole their firearms and forced them into a blue Toyota RAV4. Hours later, Dorsey shot and killed Stevens and threw his body out the vehicle on Interstate 24. He then drove off with Aline Stevens, and a high-speed police chase ensued before the vehicle crashed and flipped on the freeway, authorities said. At that point, Dorsey took his own life. Alan Stevens was found unharmed. During this violent rampage, Dorsey also killed 28-year-old Darcy Johnson. Complex series of details, and we have a lot of work ahead of us to connect all the dots, Ross told on Reporter Sunday. I know this. I bet not catch no Black Lives Matter preaching and marching on this. Because if I see anybody around me talking about this guy here was oppressed, excuse my expression, but I'm slapping the hell out of him. This man right here made a decision to take innocent people hostage after shooting somebody else, then go to their house, steal their car and firearms while they're still holding them hostage. This pregnant woman had to see her husband get killed in front of her face, shot in the head, dumped on the highway, and get flipped over and see this same man that did all this tragic stuff to her family turn around and blew his brains out right in front of her face. Yeah, I'm definitely not. No, it better not be no BLM on that. It bet not be. And if anybody in Tennessee right now, if you got any BLM trying to even start anything like that, about this guy. Y'all better stand up and slap the hell out of him. I'm being serious. Because this is getting out of hand. And people talking about they want to defund the police. Defund the what? The police. And you got stuff like that going on? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. You got Seattle, you got Minneapolis right now in Seattle, two cities going through it right now because they got crime going all around them and ain't no police responding because they defund the police. Now they want to know why crime went up. Man, rest in peace to Mr. Jordan, man. This sad, man. This sad. Can't even go to church, man. Can't even go to church. These people going to church. It ain't like they was out here trying to go get their drink on. It wasn't out here like they were trying to go and start up some BS at a protest and be all start all kind of domestic terroristic stuff. These people was trying to go to church, just trying to go to church, man. Boy, I tell you, boy, it goes through it, man. I don't know. So, in breaking news that I want to talk about, Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg has just passed away. She was 87. She died Friday. Died today. The Supreme Court announced a death saying the cause was complications from metastatic cancer of the pancreas. Now, if you haven't heard it or not, Justice Ruth has been in and out the hospital. You know, she has been in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And so this shouldn't be anything strange. Now, the court in a statement said Ginsburg died at her home in Washington. She was surrounded by her family. And she was a great Chief Justice. She did the legal fight for women's rights in the 1970s. She served 27 years on the nation's highest court. Now, since her seat is vacant, you already know what's about to get political in this. You know the Democrats going to try to do everything they can to keep Trump from picking out a justice to replace her. Because they're going to play that whole, let's wait till after the election. You know, Pelosi already on it. But rest in peace, Miss Ruth. You was a good American justice. Even though you was very liberal, you was one of the few people that was also had common sense in, you know, from with the old school liberal mindset. So again, rest in peace. Rest in peace. So moving right along here, we are going to I think he should. I think Trump should pick a replacement. I think he should because he's going to be in there anyway after the election. I think he should because I'm telling you now, the role that Trump is on right now, he got nothing but way but up. Nothing but way but up. Let's see here. Trying to see if there's anything else I want to discuss with you guys about because it really ain't too much nothing left. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to make sure I'm crossing all my T's and dot my I's before I go on my little rant. So now we're going to go back into the TikTok. That's what I want to talk about. So if y'all haven't heard WeChat and TikTok, the ban begins Sunday. Now, before y'all TikTok people freak out, the first Chinese app that's going to get delayed is going to be banned is going to be WeChat. Now, WeChat's last day to be available in all of the um, mobile download stores, Google, uh, and on Apple Store, is going to be Sunday. After that, it's not going to be available. Now, with TikTok, they got to November the 20th to figure it out. Now, currently, Oracle purchased TikTok. Now, I think what Oracle has to do now is sit down, talk with with everybody, the U.S., with whoever controlling all this on, Homeland Security, whoever you got to talk to, and decide how to implement TikTok to be available for downloads so the US can still enjoy it and still be considered safe. Now, you're probably wondering, well, how did Oracle stumble on purchasing TikTok and Walmart and Microsoft didn't get the deal? Well, see, Walmart and Microsoft was going to go in business together and purchase it. But unfortunately, when they present their numbers to the Chinese that own the Chinese company that owns TikTok, they were like, nah, that's not the amount we was wanting. We want way more than that. Now, Oracle, which nobody didn't know Oracle had that kind of money, Oracle is well known for its software for servers. And Oracle's been around for a minute, okay? When I say for a minute, they've been around longer than Cisco. So Oracle had that bread. And if you don't know what bread means, that's my little term, my little slang for money, okay, to get TikTok. And they gave the Chinese what they wanted. So I think this is a good move for Oracle. I just hope that Oracle can get everything hammered out before all the TikTok people in the US that's making money off TikTok, they don't start protesting and going crazy. Because, a lot of people make a lot of money off that TikTok. That money at for them creators. I've never been good at TikTok. I can't figure it out. My son is good at it. My daughter's good at it. My niece is good at it. I got friends that's real good at it my age. They can do it good, man. I mean, I got people my age. I'm almost 40. My wife is in her 40s. And we got friends that's in that age bracket. They good at that TikTok, boy. They can record, do all that double, whatever they be doing. They know how to do all that stuff. I can't do all that. Maybe I ain't got enough time on my hands. But I don't think I do know I can do. I can tell the damn news. Oh, man. So, with that being said, we're going to go to the last story of this evening. This story here is definitely something that I feel like that we need to discuss because what happened with Jerry Harris with cheerleading, this should make every parent look at this broadcast on all my platforms and keep an eye out on this. This is just real talk. So there was a recent study going on, and before I get this one more time, let me show y'all while I'm telling y'all this news. If y'all like what I'm doing and like how I keep it real with y'all, please donate to the channel. You already had one person donate tonight, and we appreciate the donation. Yeah, every little bit helps. I mean, that's what we about because this is what keeps the channel alive. I mean, whatever bestowed on your heart. It ain't got to be a lot. You ain't got to, give whatever your heart desires. That's what we about. We about trying to help people and better people. That's what we about. No more, no less. No more, no less. So let's get back to this story here so y'all can understand what happened. So, cheerleading has a list of people banned from the sport, but there were 74 convicted offenders. I can't say the other word because, again, I don't want to get demonetized by YouTube. One after another, a dozen young cheerleaders raced across the springy blue mat and flung themselves into a series of roundoffs and black flips, the thump of their hands and feet reverberating through the open Ohio gym. Michelle Robinson, the gym owner and coach, called out instructions across the conference warehouse. The 44-year the 44-year-old is a convicted felon who opened a gym sanctioned by USASF while she was on Ohio's, that registry, that offender registry. A U.S. Today investigation found others who continue working in cheerleading despite charges or conviction for being bad when it comes to minors. Mm, 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 mm. Now, Kel Dunlap, he also pleaded guilty to online solicitation of a minor, and he's also facing that charge. Kept coaching and cheering in the United States USASF gyms after being indicted. So this is a problem, guys. So you mean to tell me that these people out here doing all this against children and is still able to work with these kids? What's going on? That don't sound good. So you mean to tell me there's a good chance that what I'm getting off this report that I'm reading to y'all, that your children, if you put them in cheer, your daughter or maybe your son could possibly be working with someone who's very, very twisted. Man, we got to do better. We got to do better. There's no excuse. And the reason why I say that, because I got a little girl. My daughter is my world. She's 13 years old. She's my youngest daughter. And I tell you right here, right now, yeah, they better keep the second. No Second Amendment or not, things will get real about my child. I don't play that. No, sir. No, no. Don't let the chubbiness and the jokes fool you. Cause I'm bipolar. I know I'm certified. I know I'm certified. My wife tell me that all the time. The military done made me insane. So when it comes to my family, especially my daughter, boy, I be done broke somebody behind. Lord Jesus. I got to rub my hands together to keep from slapping the hell out of somebody thinking about it. Anyway, I don't understand. I don't understand why they'll allow people like this to be in these facilities around children. That's sick. And what my thing is, why is nobody not investigating these people and doing background checks? Don't you think that would be the smart thing to do? A background check before you have somebody around a set of children? I mean, what are they doing? They're going by the word of, oh yeah, I love kids. I'm opening up a gym. I'm going to teach your kids how to be great. Nah, player. Before you open up anything with these kids, we need to get some background check information. I don't understand that, man. That's crazy. But I'm gonna keep reading on, tell you what they saying here, so we can finish this up. Now there was another guy named Patrick Abboy that was convicted in 2003 of two misdemeanors, and that's for showing them bad pictures to a teenage girl. But he remains on the sport's most sought after music. He's one of the most sought after music producers. Then you got Ricky Despain remained in cheerleading even after his 2008 conviction for abusing two little girls at a Virginia gym. And even though he on that registry, I mean, and then he owned the gym, and then he even got sanctioned for the USAF. So this is like crazy. Like, this right here is crazy. And if y'all want to know what the USAF is, I'm about to break that down to y'all right now. What it stands for. It's the U.S. All-Star Federation. So the U.S. All-Star Federation should change their name to the U.S. All-Star Violation, USAV, because that's what you're getting with them. Because they violating these young kids left and right. They're not, making sure they're protected. So my thing is, why are they not investigating these people, and why are they not, this? If they know they got a list, and these people's not on the list, and they are registered, why are they allowing these people? I mean, I don't understand. This is sick. So this sounds like to me this is an ongoing problem. So that's probably why Jerry Harris, Shaquille Brown was able to masquerade and do the things they did with these young twin boys that are also made these allegations, and the feds got involved. And you know what's sad? Basically what they're saying is these young guys could probably beat the case, get out of it, do a plea deal, serve a little time, and they'll be right back in USAF again, cheerleading their behind off, even being national news. This is crazy. I don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, what is y'all thoughts about this? I mean, this is totally asinine to know that you got this type of behavior with children going on against children. This is not good at all. Not good at all. This is not good. Mm, 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 mm. But anyway, guys, that is all of the news I got for y'all tonight. If you like what I gave y'all, please keep in mind, um, keep donating to the cause if you can. Also, to follow me, and if you can also follow me, that way, anytime I come on, you can get the notification and you can jump on it. All right. So here is once again ways to donate. This right here, and also too, you can also donate right over here. Now, if you want to follow me online, I'm going to give you my Instagrams right here, right now. You can follow me on Instagram right over here. That's my Instagram. Anytime you want to follow me, you can go right there. You can also follow me on my Facebook page. This is my personal Facebook page for Joe's News and Views, aka Conservative News, and that way we can definitely kick it up a notch, talk about things. I'll keep y'all in the loop on everything else. Again, I appreciate y'all for everything that y'all do. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the dedication. So until then, until I see you guys again, take care, be safe,